Man, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's amazing to see that picture with my hair on it, which was like, okay, let's call it hair. I like the future better than the past. So I'll tell you that. Hi everybody. My name is Tzachi Chen, and if most of you don't know me, that's great, because today I'm going to show you, or I'm going to talk about the compounding effect of not quitting the business. And I know some of the leaders already spoke about it before, but I'm just going to share my angle. Perfect. I got it. So I came to Canada in 2005. Like every other immigrant, it's come with a dream, right? And usually, if you have a family, the dream is to just to provide your kids a better future. I am married to my beautiful wife, as you can see, and I have three amazing kids. And again, life was looking great. You got excited. We're just coming to a new country, new culture. Everything was new to us. And unlike any typical immigrant, I came for a job. I landed here 6:30 in the morning. By 9 o'clock, I was already working, guys. Like talking about a dream come true, right? Started as a sales manager in an engineering company, you know, build my life for a few years, already put the down payment on a house. And I basically had $25,000 with my company that I knew that I need to get as commission. And I was banking on it. But for some reason, they never paid me the money. It was postponing and postponing and postponing. And tomorrow we're going to talk about it. Next week we're going to talk about it. This is 2009, where the recession is still affecting the country, and a lot of people lost their jobs. We got our salaries got cut by half, and it really tightened our finance. I didn't have any savings because most of it went on a down payment for a house. And I got to the point I was pretty much with no money, and everybody says no money. So I actually want to show you this email I sent on September 5, 2009 at 10:58 p.m. at night. I sent it to the owner of the company I used to work for, along with my bank statement. And if you cannot see what is written over there, pardon my English. It's bad now. It was worse when I started in Canada. Um, but basically, I told the company owner that I only have $108 in my bank account, and next cycle time payment is 10 days from now, and I need that $108 to put gas, buy groceries, feed my kids, and somehow find a way to work. Um, I don't have to tell you that when I came back to work on that Tuesday, it was a long weekend. He basically, I was called to the owner office, and the first word he said, you're lucky that I like you. And I was like, why am I lucky? He says, other people will actually fire you from sending that letter. And I have that Middle Eastern nerve, and I just said, you know, I don't know if I'm lucky, but you're lucky that now you know how your employees feel every day when they're coming home and looking on their kids and they don't have money to buy them a small treat, you know. And you saw my bank account. I have no money. I've committed. I'm getting calls from the builder. I need to put down payment. I'm already late in my payment schedule that was scheduled, and everything sits here in your company. And basically what he said is that, okay, you know what, today we're going to finalize it by the end of the day. um, I was called at 4 p.m. to his office together with the vice president, and they told me that based on what they calculated, they don't really owe me any money. Now, you got to understand, I am already committed to a house. I already put $45,000 in down payment. I must pay that money. There's no other money around to even to loan from. Okay, I have nobody here that I can actually call and ask for a loan for $25,000. And he tells me it's 4 p.m. that day that basically they owe me nothing. Okay, I was sitting there. I was trying hard not to cry. I know I'm a big guy, but I'm very sensitive. I had tears in my eyes, and I was like, they are talking and nothing I'm really understanding because it's going above my head. The only thing I'm thinking right now is, how do I get my house? How do I really get my house? Which is like the only thing that was concerning me. I want to tell you something. I left the company 2 days after. I just became independent. I just started my career with with the financial services industry. So obviously I couldn't expect that industry to pay me so much money at such a short period of time. So I went to do what I already knew that I need to do, but I started to develop most of my time in that industry. And that was a great, that was great. If you can see, I had amazing 6 years. Okay, I was making $8,500, $12,000, $17,000, $18,000, $25,000, yeah, $50,000 in 2015. I was so happy, and then it dropped to $12,000. Okay, and at that point, I was in a situation. I actually had 250,000 reasons to leave this industry. Okay, I didn't come for 3 months and said it's not for me. I stayed for 6 years. I paid my price. I dipped into $250,000 debt, right? I thank God, by the way, I got my house. Somehow I was able to get my house and get the money. And thank God my house went in value, and I refinanced my house 3 times in that period of time. Number 2 and 3 were 3 months apart because my credit cards were full. I couldn't put gas in my car. I had to basically refinance thank God the house went in value. I could take money. Now I have more mortgage than I used to have when I purchased the house so many years ago. Okay. And, you know, I was ready to quit. I was ready. I know something was in me. I always, by the way, I was on those conventions, and some of them were in the US, in Vegas. You had to fly, and it's $1,000 every time you go. And imagine try to get $1,000 where you don't really have money to go in a convention, right? But that's a long story for different time. But I knew that something in me tells me don't leave the industry. Okay, my wife was about to leave me. She started to figure out what to do. In fact, the reason why she didn't leave me, because I was making such a low income that they told her that if she leaves me, she's going to have to pay me every month. That's why she stayed. Okay, it's funny, but this is what she said. But eventually, I promised her I'm going to find a job. I'm going to do it parallel. Just let me keep that industry. I know something will happen one day. And I want to tell you what is a moment in time. This is a moment in time. This young couple, okay, just keep following with me. Jamie knew me 3 years before I joined Experior. He kept following me once every few months. Hey, how are you? Nice chat. 3 seconds chat, right? Hey, 30 seconds. How are you? Everything is okay. Boom. Okay. And that moment he called me, I was ready to listen. Okay. If you right now have prospect lists, keep follow with those prospect lists, because one of them you're going to change their life, guys. They don't know it yet. You don't know it yet. But one of them is there, and they're going to change their life. Okay, we started with Experior 2016. We were the first team to actually build outside of Ontario, believe it or not. When we started, we only had 70 people in Experior. All of them were in Ontario. Okay, we basically finished a little bit over $50,000 the first year, and then it grew up. We became executive directors. We hit the ring basically. The 2019 was an amazing year. Record-breaking year for us, and it's just the beginning, guys. It's just the beginning. This business is growing to 20 was a little bit hard for me, but you know what? We still had. I'm pretty sure I caused the 6-figure income in that only 1 year. And you know what? We're just getting started. This business is growing. I want to tell you something, guys. Don't leave this industry. Okay, here is a compounding effect of staying in this business, guys. I couldn't find a way to have a visual view of my team. Some of the speakers in this event, some of the people that you see on the top 10, top 15 EDs in our company year over year are in this business because I never quit. The lot of you in this business because I didn't quit, guys. I know it sounds a little bit bragging. I'm not bragging. I just want to tell you that there are a lot of people right now that they don't even know how much they depend on you to not quit. And again, all the other leaders are going to show you how to become big. Okay. I want to show you, if there's anything I want to leave you with today, is that if you stay who you are, just do what you got to do. If you're not a big star, nobody sees you, nobody knows who you are. One day you're going to wake up and you're going to realize you have over 100 licensed agents working in this business all over Canada and in the US. And every week you get twice a week income, and that income is keep growing every year. And you know what? You cannot even stop it. And if anything, If anything, I know that not quitting this business helped me touch not hundreds of people, thousands of people, if not tens of thousands of families that getting help from our great advisors in Canada and the US, just because I never quit this business. Guys, this is amazing event. I'm getting a lot of goosebumps when I hear other people speak. I hope I was able to leave you with a little bit of hope that, you know what, if things rough right now, it's okay. Do what you got to do to stay in this business. And one day, you're going to wake up and you're going to realize such an amazing business you have. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Love you all. Hope to see you once in a great events, real events where you can actually see each other and shake hands and hugs. Thank you guys.